Yep, the older man is back with another relationship discussion. So today we want to talk about the massive division between the black man and the black woman. We are the only race of people where the division between the males and the females are so wide apart that it's starting to become a real problem for black people in the West. And hey, I don't know if this is some diabolical design by some overlord that has created this massive division over time. The problem is we're here. We're here where the black family is at its lowest and the worst. We're here because the female, and yes, I just triggered some of you ladies, but hear me out. Please watch this entire video. Share it with your other female friends that are single or that are married. I'm hoping that the married ones will actually help the single ones. We're going to hear from one woman, and then I'm going to share some comments on that video so that you ladies can just get the perspective from the female department. Okay? But that's it. I'm just going to feature women today. So, with that said, let's get into it. But you know what I'm going to ask you first and foremost. Subscribe, and like the video coming in because you know you're going to like it. If you saw my video yesterday, you'd understand why I'm joking like this. But the point is, hey, I don't want you to forget. I would love for you guys to like the video so the algorithm can start pushing it out to more and more people. Okay? Even if you don't subscribe, at least like the video. Cool? Deal? All right. And if you have a quick question, get me over on Instagram on Ask an Older Man. More importantly, if you want to book a session where you need me to help you with anything, whether it's money matters, relationship matters, contemplating divorce, whatever the hell it is, any life advice, the older man got you. I will give you my best opinion based on my life experience and my critical thinking skills. All right. So with that said, let's hear what this beautiful black woman says. All right.
So I need to talk to y'all about something. I recently went to an event and there were about 1,000 people there. And of the couples that were there, about 95% of them were black men with non-black women. The person leading the event was a black man that was married to a white woman. I'd be lying if I said that seeing all of this at the same time was not triggering. This is pretty much what the dating scene looks like overall in LA. Here are 4 other observations that I picked up on since moving to LA. 1, it's not equal. It's not like I'm seeing a bunch of black women dating outside their race. In fact, I'm barely seeing black women dating at all. 2, it's gotten so bad that at this point, whenever I do see a black man that's single, the first thing that I'm asking myself is, I wonder if he dates black women. 3, within the past couple months, I've had conversations with multiple black women that actually want to leave LA. Not because of the economy, not because they aren't flourishing in their careers, but simply because they feel like there's no love for them in LA. The fact that I know so many beautiful, talented, compassionate, evolved black women that are all feeling the same way makes no sense to me. And lastly, when you don't see yourself reflected in a space, you feel like you don't exist. As a black woman myself, I can tell you honestly, when it comes to the romantic space, I have never felt more invisible than I do living in LA.
Wow. I've been telling you guys from the Kevin Samuels days, black women are at the bottom of the dating pool. I got ridiculed. I was sent some nasty messages. Why? Because you can't tell black women anything. You can't. I have 5 black sisters. Okay? I grew up as the only son in between all of those black women. And I can tell you, they're not easy. I love them to death, but they're not easy. Okay? I don't understand the black woman's attitude. Therefore, and of course, most of you already know that I'm married 19 years now to a white woman, British white woman. And listen, I'm not the guy that found somebody on the internet, etc. I sort of looked at what was available in my space and I found the best pick. I didn't care about skin color. That's just me. All right. But this woman just indicated to you what I've been telling you, ladies, for over a year now. You have to get your shit together or else you're going to lose the game of relationships. And that is what she's pointing out right now. It's not that black women can go and find men in other races. Those men don't want them. Oh, they'll dick them down. They will dick the hell out of a good black woman. But marry them? No. But there has to be a reason for that, ladies. Listen, this isn't a black woman bashing freaking video. I need you to open your bloody eyes, ladies, and see reality, because this woman just pointed out reality to you. If you want to be alone, that's your prerogative. But I can tell you, the majority of human beings don't want to be alone. Anyone growing up, everybody growing up, know that if you cannot attract a man, you're a loser. If you can't attract a woman, you're a loser. Okay? They're derogatory terms for those people who cannot function properly with another human being. At this point, yes, I'm saying black women are losers in this market. They can't go international, like I explained in a few videos before. Dating and relationships is an international business that women cannot compete in. There's no woman getting up and going to Latin America to find a man. There's no one is coming to the Middle East. No black woman getting up and coming to Middle East thinking that they can find a husband. None of these women are going anywhere else in the world, Ukraine, Russia, anywhere else to find a man to think that they're accepted in those societies. No, because the kind of men that black women want, if she can't find him or secure him in the West, where the top earning men are residing, she cannot go in any other place where men make less and succeed. But men can do that. Men will marry the woman from McDonald's. Men will marry that girl coming out of the village that milked the hell out of a goat and a cow, barely speak English, but if she is fit, friendly, feminine, agreeable, and childless, she's priceless to a man. But ask a woman to go and pick one of these guys out in another country that's making less than $20,000, where in his country that's a lot of money, but in the U.S. that ain't worth shit. So all I'm saying to you, ladies, black women, you're losing. Let's go into some of the comments here so that we can get a good idea on how people respond to this woman. So the woman here, her name is Destiny Mabry. She said, after reading the comments under this post, it's very, very clear that why too many people do not actually listen to black women. So many people, women included, missed the point of this video, which is unfortunate. Let the record also show that I said not a single negative comment about black men in this video. Yet, so many of them chose to spew hate, which is why I choose to limit comments. To the women that understood, thank you. To the men that actually listen, thank you. You will always get that in every single video you create. Trust me, I see it in my comment section as well. You just ask yourself, did they actually watch the video, or they just decided that they're going to comment some random crap that didn't even relate to what I was saying in the video? So we get it. And Destiny, bravo, kudos to you. This was a bold video, and I appreciate you pointing this issue out. Because I'm not on the ground in the US, but I see the results of it in the black community, because it's starting to spread. The whole feminist ideal is starting to spread, and it's affecting black women in other countries as well. I'm going to be having a chat with a beautiful black young lady from South Africa, and she's realizing the same problem that they're having. So look out for that coming up. Sunny Josephine said, phew, talk about it. I have literally had this conversation with friends countless of times. I never understand why all of my beautiful, talented, and fun friends are all single. I'm like, it isn't them. And that's the problem. Black women never take responsibility or accountability for their failure. You are the common denominator, ladies. If you're not getting the results that you want, you're the fault. Otherwise, what you're saying is every single black man that you have overlooked or has overlooked you, who has not committed to you, he's the problem. Yet, those same black men are going with the white woman, the Latin woman, the Middle Eastern woman, the Asian woman. All of those other women apparently don't see the same problem that you see. Make that make sense. Smile's life gets better, she said. It's not just LA, it's all of California. But honestly, I believe it was designed this way. Look how much black men hating black women and vice versa. Content is out. It's a real divide amongst the black community daily. This is just a pile of crap. Black man has always wanted the black woman, even up to today. It is the black woman who started with the whole, I don't need a man. It was black women who pushed men out of the home. It was black women who started to go to college in droves. And when they actually started making more money, what's the first thing they said? I don't need no broke N-word. I hate saying that word. I just don't like it. Okay? I don't need no broke man.
Have you ever heard an Asian woman screaming out, I'm an independent woman, I don't need a for shit?
No, because she's saying it in Mandarin.
Have you ever heard her say she's independent and she don't need her man? That's what I said. Black women are the only people that celebrate not having a man. Here's a lesson. Here's a word to y'all independent women. First and foremost, you got to understand the definition of independent. Independent means that you are celebrating the fact that there is nobody with you. Black women, you are celebrating the fact that you don't got a that you don't have a man, that you don't have a father, that you don't have a dad, that you don't have a husband, that you don't have some kind of male influence in your life. You're celebrating being alone. That's why we don't like our independent. Why would I want a hoe that celebrate me not being there? Then you get mad at us for not being there and call us deadbeat. Oh, it's making sense now.
The way a black woman talks to a black man, whether she's with him or not, is so aggressive and derogatory that if my wife even think about talking to me like that, oh man, grounds for divorce, man. Absolutely overly aggressive. I couldn't take that. I couldn't take that on a daily basis. No, the emasculation of the black man by the black woman is profound and real. And that's why black men are not looking your way. Prep school bully said, bless your heart, sister. Come to the South. We love black women. Yeah. My boy fishing. Marsha Nichols said, I talk about this all the time. I've been saying for a few years now that I want to host an all-black speed dating. Yes, they've tried that a few times, and we've seen that men don't show up to these things. Hey, I say try it. Listen, I'm in the process of putting together a membership site where I'm going to try to get more and more black people together, okay? Where like-minded people that watch my kind of content. I have about 30,000 women that follow me on this site. And I'm hoping to make sure that, these women who have heard the message, who are willing to turn themselves around and understand that, hey, I am the problem. Let me see how I can attract a black man, a good black man. Because I got a lot of really good black men that follow this channel. So if you guys are interested in something like that, listen, send me an email, paul@askanolderman.com. This thing is fast moving. I'm going to be pushing it really quickly. Okay? So let me read a few more comments. Arias' voice said, I tried to warn you all. Nobody listened to me. It's part of the reason why I do not want to move back. Love being my full black self here in Brooklyn. Loved on and appreciated. Well, I'm glad that there's still certain areas of the U.S. that the black woman is still desired. But ladies, you should never be putting yourself in a position where a large part of the country is not interested. Because that's not happening with black men. Black men can go all over the world, anywhere, any corner, and as long as he's a good, honest man, he's desired. He don't have to be 6 feet. He don't have to have a six-pack. Hard-working, blue-collar guy, still attractive to a lot of women outside the West. CK Des said, black women got to start opening up their options and exploring. They can't. Can't you understand? Until women get to the point where they're asking men to marry them and they're protecting and providing men are responsible for relationships. Women are responsible for sex. That's it. You all seem to misconflate the two. Sure, you can open your legs. That's your choice. Sure, you can breed with a man-child. Easy. That's your choice. But getting a ring on it? That is not your choice, ladies. So you're talking about opening up your option. No, That's not an option for you unless the man says it's an option. This is where women, especially black women, tend to lose the plot. So Nacha Manya says, it depends on where in LA. It's still black love in predominantly black neighborhoods. Granted, I'm sure she wants a certain type of black man that makes a certain amount of money. And well, those men date who they are around. For example, if he works at a tech company, he's probably the only or almost only black there. He's going to date the white girl because of proximity. It's unfortunate, but I think that's the issue. No, it's not the issue. If he works in a tech company and he makes a shitload of money, he has choices. All he has to do is go on a dating app. That's it. Because almost 80% of people these days, that's where dating starts, on apps. So your idea is that, oh, because of proximity, men don't take proximity into consideration. Men jump on planes and move to new countries.
Salute to all of my passport bros. My name is Jackson Cooper, and I am a passport bro.
It's not a problem for him to move cities if he want to find a woman and start a family. So proximity is not an issue for most men. So Define Injustice says, as a woman who doesn't date men, I'm here to say this is 100% accurate and unfortunate. Not only does it feels like black women are overlooked in these cities specifically, colorism is severe here. Go to any high-end club in Hollywood, observe any section, there are black men surrounded by nothing but non-black or seemingly racially ambiguous black women. Arguably, there are certain spaces that gatekeep based on a woman's presentation. Who do we think is impacted more? You dress like a hoe, you get treated like a hoe. Black women got this idea that they must present themselves however they want. Big ass, booty cheeks, barely being held in by a tight spandex or some tight fitting thing that when she bent over, her crack is showing, her titties are halfway out, she got tattoos all the way up to her neck and on her arms, and speech is just ghetto. And so many of these women think that they're on rap videos. Nails that come out to some obscene length, different look like a bloody clown. You think you're going to get into sophisticated spaces to meet men who have worked themselves up in society, who have respect for themselves, who trying to move up the ladder. You think those men are going to take you serious? The problem is most women are too accustomed to rappers and ballers and athletes that basically look for that clown looking mentality to play with. But most of them end up marrying who? Mostly white women. That's the thing. You get beat down, ladies, but you don't get the ring on it. This gentleman said, respectfully, is it that black women aren't being approached or the black man they want isn't approaching them? I'm not trying to be funny or clever. I'm just asking. And that's the thing. The majority of these women that go to these nightclubs or go to these outings, they're looking for the top men. And ladies, I want you guys to really take this in for a second. If you are not attracting the man that you want, the man at that level, if you're not getting him, don't you understand that basically means that you're not qualified for that man? So it doesn't matter what opinion you have of yourself and what value you place on yourself. The reality is the value is placed by the man who chooses you. Simple. There's nothing else to it. Value is determined by the market, not you. No, you might have personal value. That's different. But sexual market value, that's not for you to determine, my friend. The men who pick you, that's your value. So if you're attracting Pookie Ray Ray, that's your level. If you're attracting a man who's only earning $50,000, that's your level. If you're attracting a man that's making $75,000, $80,000, that's your level. Don't give me this crap about, oh, I just need to be around men who makes high figures, high net worth. Because the second you open your mouth, the second you show your body, if you are not in that freaking bracket with conservative, well-mannered, soft-spoken, feminine, you just disqualified yourself from that level up there. Because those men want a woman that is not seen. He don't want you to be seen. He wants you to be his helpmate, not his partner. Helpmate. But no, if I'm not by him side, if I'm not by her. No. Your level is down there. There. Keep going. Keep going. Well, if he's not going to be, he's not going to. Down there, baby girl. You're lower. Keep going. That's the problem. I just want you to see what black men have to put up with when it comes to the attitude that women have. Let's take a look at a few of these videos.
Black men are giving black women AIDS at a very high rate. Black men are unaliving black women at a very high rate. And now there's a new flavor out called incel.
You're right. We don't need black men. We are the most educated demographic in this country right now. We have started more business than any demographic in this country right now. We're doing great. We don't need anyone.
We was never gonna date you anyway.
Usually it's black men, because black men are the only ones who seem to have a difficult time with, caring for someone other than themselves.
If you can't ask any of the male contacts then for money, yes, it is time. Block, 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 block. The wax lady, your hairstylist, your landlord, your phone bill. Payment method is not good morning, what you doing.
This is why, ladies, if you're going to ask a man for money, don't say that you're behind on rent. Don't say you're behind on your car note. Do not use the struggle situation to get money from men, okay? Stick to hair, stick to nails, stick to looking pretty, stick to maintenance. You can't make this up. Don't ask a man for rent money because he's going to think that you need him, okay? He's going to treat you like crap because he's going to think that, oh, I paid her rent. She's never going to leave me. I can do whatever I can to her.
We have no money.
No. Do not ask these men for rent money. Don't say, I'm behind on my rent.
That's what we have to pick from. That attitude. Who wants to marry that? Who? Which man wants to torture himself like that? And trust me, this isn't only the internet. I get the calls every day, gentlemen, of black men struggling with women who just won't cooperate with him. What can we say? We find all the races. Simple.
Also ask you this because people are bringing up the 200K plus. Have you dated or do you date men who make that? Is that your experience now?
Okay, so it has been my experience. No woman should have a cap into how she should be taken care of, right? So saying 200,000 actually is like cheap. I feel like I cheapened myself. I diminished myself. Like, I don't want to put myself in no type of small category, right? Because the world makes it seem like, oh, because of taxes, because, what does a woman bring to the table? Like, no, we're women. We are it. We are the being. There's no reason to even limit what we would want.
Why? Why do we have those choices as black men? Because this is where we are. This is where we at right now. So ladies, let me tell you, it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. Until you change, things aren't going to change, because there are more women in this world right now than there are men. There's too many wars going on around the world. Men are dying like flies. So more and more women are going to be available for less men. And men have choices because we can date internationally. All right? So ladies, I hope I can just open your eyes a little bit and see the problem. Yes, you control that punani. You control it. But do not confuse it for commitment. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please like the video if you reached this far. Get me over on Instagram. And of course, book a session with the older man if you have any problems. Even if you just need some mentoring, I'm here for you. All right? So until next time, remember, guys, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. All right? Cheers.